So tomorrow we have round 3 of the EFL Trophy and Bradford City come to Derby County. Derby will be looking to extend their winning run, which they restarted at Fleetwood Town at the weekend. They'll also be hoping that this is a game which can see them one step closer to that Wembley final. Bradford City find themselves heading to Pride Park for a 7 o'clock kickoff on the 9th of January tomorrow to face Derby County in round 3 of the EFL Trophy. A massive game for both teams. Although the trophy isn't seen as this prestigious tournament, it is a massive game. Both teams know what is at stake. They are not far away from a game at Wembley. They're not far away from that big, amazing atmosphere that happens at that stadium. Derby County have been there unsuccessfully recently against Aston Villa in the playoffs, and they'll be hoping that they can get there again to right that wrong and get another win on the board at Wembley. Bradford City are coming to spoil the party. They're going to be hoping that they can turn around their poor run of form and hopefully beat Derby at Pride Park. They've only faced each other once recently, and that was in 2022 in a friendly game where Derby came out 2-0 victors. That was not long after Derby had come out of administration, and it was a bit of a turbulent time for the club. Liam Rosenior managing at that point in time. But it's Paul Warne now, so let's take a look at the form of both teams and let's see who the danger men are for Bradford City, who their manager is and how they're doing in their league competitions. So we scroll down just a little bit here, and as we already know, Derby have been on some incredible form recently. I believe it is now 9 wins in 11 games, only losing to Peterborough in that period. But if you look over to Bradford City, they've won just 1 game out of the last 5, losing 4-2 to Crawley Town most recently. Derby, obviously, most recently won 3-1 at Fleetwood Town, and if you want to check out my match review for that, it'll be linked over on the left-hand side of the screen. Derby most recently won 3-1 at Fleetwood Town, and if you want to check that video out, it'll be linked in the corner. If you're enjoying all this Derby content and are looking forward to even more, even if you're interested in F1, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and click that notification bell to stay up to date with all my latest videos. So obviously, these group of fixtures for Derby have been magnificent. They've been amazing. It's found them 3rd in the league table. They're not far away from Portsmouth now with a game in hand, and I believe if they win their game in hand on Portsmouth, I believe they're just 2 points behind top of the table, and that is massive. Bradford, on the other hand, aren't in the greatest of form. Shall we look at where they sit in League 2, and shall we look at their danger men? So despite Bradford's bad run of form, they currently find themselves 14th in League 2. And although that sounds like mid-table mediocrity, they're only 5 points away from AFC Wimbledon in 7th place. As you can see by this league table, there's not much separating Wimbledon from 16th and 17th place Tranmere and Morecambe. 33 points to 39 points is not a big gap. And obviously, as you can see, there's a bigger gap between Wimbledon and Wrexham, who are 3 places between each other, than there is between Wimbledon and Morecambe, which is absolutely ridiculous. Obviously, Bradford most recently lost to Crawley Town, who sit 9th in the table, so that will be a big disappointment for Bradford City, but one that they'll hope to rectify at Pride Park. Bradford City are currently managed by Graham Alexander. He's managed 11 games so far since joining in November of 2023. He's a 52-year-old Scotsman. He's won 6 games, drew 2 and lost 4. He's managed at many previous clubs, those being Preston North End, Fleetwood Town, Scunthorpe United, Salford City, Motherwell and MK Dons. Derby may recognise a few names on the screen right now. Derby County had Kevin McDonald on trial after he left Fulham in the summer of 2022. That was the period after administration. And if you look at the forwards, you see Matt Derbyshire, someone who Derby fans will know well from his time at Nottingham Forest, the local rivals. Obviously, these are 2 players who may cause Derby some problems, but shall we take a look at who their danger men are, who has got the most goals, the most assists, and who we need to shut down. So the big name on the board who seems to go all the way across is Andy Cook. He is a striker who has 14 goal contributions this season, 10 goals and 4 assists. He has been absolutely pivotal to Bradford City this season. You've also got Jamie Walker, who finds himself on 8 goal contributions with 5 goals and 3 assists. You've got Alex Gilliard on 3 goals, Brandon Halliday on 3 assists, and you've got Clark Odor on 4 goal contributions in total. These are some players which Derby are going to have to shut down. But is it going to be Derby's normal starting 11, or are they going to make changes? Let's get into that now. So obviously this is the EFL Trophy. It's not a major competition, but it's a trophy that Derby will see that they have a chance to win. I personally think that Derby will make a host of changes. I think a lot of players who are needing minutes will get time on the pitch. I think the likes of Sonny Bradley will start again. I believe Josh Vickers and Callum Elder will get into the team as well. Josh Vickers keeping his place from the weekend. I think the likes of Joe Ward and Liam Thompson, Louis Sibley and Tyrese Forner will all find themselves getting minutes, with Tyrese John Jules starting again. I think we're going to see Nathaniel Mendez-Lang drop out of the side, and I think we're going to see some young lads join on the bench. I think it's massively important at this period to get those youngsters into the team and integrate them to the squad. It's obviously a fixture of massive importance, and Paul Warne will know that just like we do. If we can win this game, we're not that far away from Wembley, and that will be an absolutely amazing day. Win or lose, the memories you make at Wembley are brilliant. I've been twice myself. I went in 2007 when we won in the playoffs. I was only like 5 years old, something like that. And it was amazing. I've never forgotten that day. And then I recently went in 2019 when we lost to Aston Villa. And both days were the most amazing days, and I'll never forget them. So it's massively important that Paul Warne remembers the importance of that. So as you can see, this is the lineup that I have predicted. This is the lineup I've picked for the game. It's what I would see. So obviously we're going to go with Vickers in goal, Wilson, Cashim, Bradley and Elder as a back four. A midfield three of Forner, Thompson and Sibley. A front three of Barkhazen, John Jules and Joe Ward. I think Wilson and Ward can cause a lot of problems down that right hand side, rotating with who's further forward and who drops back. Let me know what you think to this team prediction down in the comments, and make sure you hit that subscribe button for my matchday vlog, which will be coming out tomorrow evening. So thank you for watching this video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell to keep yourself up to date with all my latest content. I'll catch you in the next one. Be sure to go and find me on TikTok, pictured here, and Twitter, pictured here. These are the places where I'll keep you all up to date with all my upcoming videos and my thoughts and feelings around the Formula 1 and football weekend.